Okay, so the first tip I can give you guys is basically I'll give you guys a few close-ups on my pedals right now, and as you guys can see I have put marks on either side of the pedals, and pretty much what this does is it's a way of remembering which side you guys have your foot on the pedal and which side you have grinding down on the surface that you're grinding on. So whether it be a ledge, a rail, you know, concrete, whatever, that side without the markings on them is always going to be sliding along that surface. So despite the fact that the side that is grinding down on the surface is going to basically just wear down and become completely flat over time because it's the only side you're going to be grinding on, the side that is up and, you know, has the markings on them is basically going to be untouched and is going to be all perfectly intact, have all the pins, which is going to save you guys from having to, you know, always replace your pedals, because if you don't have the markings, you aren't going to know which side you're going to grind down on, so you're just going to grind down both sides until there's no grip at all whatsoever on either side of your pedals. So basically having one side marked is basically just, you know, a simple indication that your foot goes on that side that's marked, and the side that isn't marked is just going to be flat down, being, you know, scraped across whatever surface you guys are grinding on. So of course, to do this you guys are going to need a piece of chalk. Well, that's what I've used. It works pretty fine, but you guys are going to probably have to, you know, consistently keep on putting down chalk, because chalk is obviously just going to dust off the pedals over time, especially when your feet are on them. So an alternative to this, and kind of tip number 2, is going to be use a spray paint or whatever kind of paint you guys want, and basically go at it with a different color. Of course, you guys don't want to do black, or, you know, if your pedals are pink, don't use pink spray paint because then you can't really see what side. Just, you know, use, like, if you got black pedals, use white or whatever color you like, your favorite color, go ahead, pick it, and pretty much just apply a bit of spray paint on that side of the pedal that you guys want facing up. Of course, same rules apply as the chalk, just with spray paint, and then basically the spray paint won't fall off over time and you guys won't have to keep on putting on more coats, unlike the chalk. And yeah, it's basically just the same thing. Doing this, marking one side of your pedals, is just a simple indication that that side is going to be facing up and you have your foot on it, and the side facing down is going to be grinding along the surface. And tip number 3 is going to be basically going to your pedals with a knife and creating your own grooves or knurlings, which essentially give you your own grip. So if you guys were a bit late to the train,
all we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
And you guys didn't do the first 2 steps I showed you guys of marking the sides of your pedals to, you know, kind of allow you to know which side to grind on and which side to not grind on, and then this step's going to be pretty key for you guys, because most likely you're going to be in a situation where both sides of your pedals are going to be worn down as hell, and basically, you know, you guys are getting ready to dish out the last 20 bucks to get another set of pedals, but you don't want to and you don't have to, because this next step is really going to help you guys out. So as I said before, just going to your pedals with a knife, you know, creating these little slits or, you know, grips or whatever you guys want to call them on your pedal. You can do as many as you want. If you guys want really grippy ones, of course, the deeper the cuts and the more of them, the better, which is probably what you guys are going to want to do, because, I mean, who doesn't want grip on their pedals? So basically just go ham with a knife as if you're some kind of serial killer, and just make a whole bunch of cuts and slits on your pedals to create your own grip, which is basically, if you guys are on that last, you know, last little piece of life with your pedals, you know, this is definitely good for you guys, because it can extend your pedal life by, you know, a month or 2. You know, just cutting little bits, you know, into your pedals, little holes, little slits, whatever you guys really want, will essentially create your own grip and extend your pedal life by a few months. So the final tip I'm going to have for you guys is to actually go ahead and create your own pins inside your pedals. Basically, this one's a bit more risky because I don't know if it's going to, you know, break your pedals, so do this at your own risk. But all you guys are going to be doing is getting kind of like, you know, small pins. They don't have to be very big. Depending on how thick your pedals are, depending on how thick and long the little pins or bolts you guys are going to need. So of course, you're going to want to get bolts that have, you know, flat ends, because you don't going to want to have spikes hanging out your pedals, because then, you know, if you stomp a trick down, you're probably going to have holes in your feet, which is going to suck. So just getting any kind of pins or screws, you guys are just going to want to drill them in carefully though, because again, you know, it could crack your pedals, I don't know, pressure crack them or something. So, you know, just be very careful with this. But yeah, essentially it's just drilling in, putting in your own pins across your pedal. I don't know how many you guys want. If you guys want lots of grip, put more. If you guys don't want too much, then you just put less. But yeah, basically this is probably the most efficient way to keep your pedals life, you know, longer and stuff. If all does go to plan and they don't break upon drilling. They probably won't break when you guys are drilling them. Like, that's just like a worst case scenario, but you know, I'm just saying it is a possibility, but then again, anything can happen. Okay guys, so that is going to be a wrap for today's video. If you guys found any of these helpful, be sure to, you know, drop a comment, give me some feedback, drop a like, share this with anyone you know that has really bad pedals and could do with some of these tips. Also, I'm going to put up a poll. I myself do tip number 1, which is the chalk, but you know, what ones do you guys already do? If you guys already know them, you know, say in the poll. If you guys don't, say in the poll, whatever, just click on the poll. So thank you guys for watching. Share this with your friends, share this with your family, whatever. If you guys enjoyed, drop a like. If you guys didn't, drop a like, and see you guys in the next video. Peace.